Hello friends, in the continuation of function series, today we are going to discuss about transcendental function. And in the transcendental function, there are many functions which comes into this category. The first one is the trigonometric function. Other than that, trigonometric function is like inverse trigonometric function, exponential function and logarithmic function. First one comes as a trigonometric function. Okay, if you are watching first time this video, so I would suggest first you go through the previous video of the function chapter that covers basically algebraic part of the function. So in the algebraic part till now we have covered polynomial function, rational function, irrational function and piecewise function. So once you've gone through all these concepts, then today's session will be definitely benefit you. Okay, in trigonometric function, the first function is sine function. So how can we plot the graph of sine x? So let's see. So graph of sine x. So to plotting the graph of sine x, just assume that there is a circle which radius of this circle is unity. Okay, and this is your, and just one line, assume one line which is rotating on this circle. This is radius is rotating. So the length of, so this is your angle, suppose this is your angle x, so this length will be equal to sine x because your hypotenuse is 1. So here you say PAO. So sine x is equal to PA upon OP. So sine x is equal to PA upon OP is 1 because the circle is unit circle. So length of PA is nothing but sine x. So keeping this thing in mind, we can plot the graph of sine x. So whatever, suppose your line start from this point, your radius start from this. Okay. So now it is rotating like this. This is start. So at the maximum, when it is starting from this point, at that point of time this length is 0, and as it is increasing slowly, this length is increasing, this length is increasing, this length is increasing till it goes to pi by 2. So here it, till x goes to pi by 2, it keep on increasing. Okay, now this line has gone here. Now again what happens, now this line is rotating in this direction. So now the length of this PA becomes basically it is reduced, it is decreasing slowly. So it decreases till it comes to pi. So here it comes to, this radius comes to pi. After that it goes in the reverse direction. Now the length of PA, so suppose your radius has come to this point, so now length of PA is this one, this is the negative. So from 0 to pi by 2 it goes to maximum, then at pi it comes to 0. Now it is going like this one, negative side, it become maximum when this angle is 3 pi by 2. So at 3 pi by 2 this is again maximum, but it is at the negative side. So this is the lowest value. So here you get value as -1, here you get value as 1. Now again you keep on rotating, so now it will come to 0 again. So here it is 2 pi. So it means you have completed one complete circle. So in complete one circle, the graph of sine function is like this one. It start from 0, keep on increasing till pi by 2, then becomes 0 again, then goes to negative side, maximum -1, that is the minimum value -1, and then 2 pi. After that what happens? The same thing keep on repeating. Again after 2 pi you keep on increasing. So if you plot this graph again, so 0 to 2 pi, this is one loop, then another loop is it's repeating again. Similarly it will keep on going till infinite. What happens in the negative side? If you graph, if this radius is rotated in the negative side, so here suppose this is here, so at this point your length is negative, so the graph will become something like this. Okay, so this is your graph of sine x. Okay, what is the domain of this function? Domain, you can see, domain of this function is for all value of x y is defined. So domain of this function is R. Okay. What is the range of this function? This function keep on varying between -1 to +1. So this value is your -1, this value plus. So this is the range, included value, -1 to +1, -1 is included here. So this is the range. Okay, what is the solution set? Solution set means when y is becoming 0 for the value of x, for which value of x y is becoming 0. So here it is 0, then pi, then 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi. So similarly you can say, or here it is minus pi, minus 2 pi. So your solution set is x is equal to plus, or you can write just n pi, where n is integer. So x is equal to n pi is the solution set for that the value of y becomes 0. So this is about the sine function. Let's move to the next function, that is the cos function. So in case of cos function, in a similar manner, take again the same circle, unit circle. What is the cos x? See cos, what is cos here? Cos x is equal to base. So this is your base. OA is base. Let me make it again. So take a unit circle. This is OP, this is x, so your OA. So cos x is base, OA upon hypotenuse, OP. So OP is 1, so OA is equal to OA by 1. So what is OA is equal to cos x. So cos x is nothing but the length of OA. Length of OA here. Now what happens? X start from 0. X is starting from 0. So when this radius, this value is touching the x-axis, in that case, this is the maximum. Okay. Now what happens? You keep on rotating this thing. This value is reducing because you have to take this value. When it comes to here, then this becomes 0. So now you plot the graph of this one. Start from maximum when x is 0. It is starting from this, and then it goes to 0 when angle becomes pi by 2. What happens after that? After that, when this radius is rotating on the second quadrant, this length is becoming negative. See here, this length is O. Now this is the OA, this is negative side. So it goes to negative till when pi is, when x is pi, in that case this is the minimum value, that is called -1 here. And again, if you keep on rotating this, you will get graph something like that. Again 3 pi by 2, it is 0. And at 2 pi, it becomes again. So here is the one cycle. In one cycle, it starts from the maximum. At pi by 2, it is 0. At pi, it is minimum. Then 3 pi by 2 again 0, and 2 pi again maximum. So if you plot in the continuous manner, now if you keep on rotating this line, how will you get the graph of the cos x? So it starts from maximum. This is the one loop. Then you reach to 2 pi. This is your pi by 2. This is your 3 pi by 2. What happens in the next case? Here again, this is the second loop. In a similar manner, on the left side, what happens? Suppose you start rotating in the negative direction. So what happens here? Here the projection is coming down, but it is a positive. So here it is positive till it goes to minus pi by 2. So at minus pi by 2, this radius goes to here. So it is 0. So if you plot on the negative side, it will go like this. So this is minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, this is minus 2 pi. So this is the graph of cos x. Okay. What is the domain of the cos x? Domain of cos x. Domain is R, because for each value of x you are getting the value of y. What is the range of x? Range of cos x? It is again varying between -1 to 1. So it is -1 to 1. What is the solution set? What is the value of x when y becomes 0? In that case, you see here pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, then 5 pi by 2. So it is coming odd multiple of pi by 2. What is that? Odd multiple of pi by 2. That is nothing but 2n plus 1 pi by 2. This is your solution set, and n is nothing but integers. So if you put n is equal to 0, the value comes at pi by 2. If you put n is equal to 1, this will come as 3 pi by 2. So this is the solution of cos x. Okay, now the third function is, that is called tan x. So tan x you can plot with the value of, by remembering the value of few angles. So I'll plot that thing. So this is your tan x. So in tan x, what happens when the value of x is 0? In that case, tan x is 0. So this is your point. Again, when value is pi by 6, it is 1 by root 3. So 1 by root 3, it is less than 1. Suppose it is coming somewhere less than. Now at pi by 4, the value is 1. So suppose this is 1. So this is coming here. Okay. Pi by 6, value is root 3. So root 3 is 1.7. Suppose it is coming somewhere here. And then at pi by 2, what happens? It becomes infinity. So here you plot a line. So this starts with 0 and goes to infinity. This is the between 0 to pi by 2. What happens in the minus pi by 2? It keep on increasing, but at the negative side. So this graph will look something like this. This will never touches here. It will keep on increasing as x is approaching to pi by 2. What happens in the second quadrant? So this is from minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Okay. In the second part, so how do you plot that thing? So, so just make some lines. See, minus pi by 2, then pi by 2. So it was like this. 0 pi by 2, then make pi by 2. Pi, this is pi. So tan 0 is 0, then tan pi is 0. So here 2 pi. Okay. So 0 to pi by 2, then pi by, this is your 3 pi by 2. So again the graph comes like this. And the left side, this is your minus pi and minus 3 pi by 2. So if you just put the value of again, so it will come like this. So this is the graph of tan x, and here in this case, now find the domain. What is the domain of this graph? What is the domain? Domain is, see here you are getting y for each x except when x is pi by 2, because for pi by 2 it is going to be not defined. Similarly 3 pi by 2 it is going to not defined. Here for minus pi by 2 it is going to be not defined. So again for odd multiple of pi by 2 is not defined. So your domain is all real number minus odd multiple 2n plus 1 pi by 2. This has to be excluded because function is not defined for this value where n is integer. This is the domain. What is the range of this function? Now see from where y is varying from basically across the real number. So it is your real number. And what is the solution set? For the what is the value of x when function is becoming 0? So here you see when x is 0, then tan 0 is 0, pi, here minus pi. So here x is equal to n pi, where n is integer. So n pi is called the solution of this tan x. Okay, in cot x, what happens in cot x? If you are able to plot the graph of tan x, you can easily plot the graph of cot x, because cot x is nothing but reciprocal of the tan x. See, cot x is 1 upon tan x. So now, see here for pi by 4, tan pi by 4 value was 1. So tan pi by 4 value is 1, so cot pi by 4 will be also 1 because reciprocal of 1 is 1. So cot will pass 3 this point. Now as you are increasing from pi by 4 to pi by 2, your tan x is increasing. What will be happen to cos x? Cot x is the reciprocal of tan x. So in that case, this graph will decrease, something like that, and becomes to 0. Or here it is between 0 to pi by 4, tan x is 0 to 1. So reciprocal of 0 to 1 is greater than 1. So if you plot this one, it will go something like that. So this is your graph of cot x, and here it goes like this. So I'll make something like that. This is the graph of cot x. In a similar manner, here again, this is your cot x. Okay, in this case, here it is 0. So reciprocal of 0 is infinite at 1. So this was graph curve like this. So if you remove the tan x part, if you remove the tan x part, the tan x part is the one. Just remove this one. So remaining graph is remaining here. That is your cot x. So this is your graph of cot x. How did you plot this? This we plotted with the help of tan x, just a reciprocal of tan x. So now what is the domain? Domain is again, here domain is R, but you have to exclude which point? 0 exclude, you have to exclude pi, because at these points function is becoming non-defined. So R minus n pi, where n is, what is the range? This is again R, because it is varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. Or what is the solution in this case? What is the value of x when the function is becoming 0? So that is is equal to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So odd multiple of pi by 2. So when x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n is integer, in that case the function is becoming 0. So that is the solution of the cot x. Now moving to the next one, that is the sec x. So to plot the sec x, we know the graph of cos x. So what is sec x? Sec x is basically reciprocal of cos x. So first, if you are able to plot cos x, then just reciprocate that value and you can easily get the value of graph of sec x. So let me show you how it is done. So sec x function is, that is 1 upon cos x. So let's plot first cos x. So just now I told you how to plot cos x. So this is your cos x. And put the value. This is 0, pi by 2, here pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. Minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, and here it is minus 2 pi. See, this maximum value goes to 1 and minimum value goes to minus 1. So you have to reciprocate it. So between 0 to pi by 2, value of cos x is between 0 to 1, because it starts from 1 and goes to 0. So when you reciprocate that thing, so that will go from 1 to infinity. So it will go like this. Here it is less than 1. So if you reciprocate, suppose here 1 by 2. Cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So what will be sec pi by 3? 1 by 2. Reciprocate 1 by 2. So that will be 2. So it will go like this. In a similar manner here. So this is the graph of sec x. If you plot here, this is negative side. So reciprocate of the minus 1 is the minus 1. Here it is less than minus 1. So if you reciprocate this thing, it will go to greater than 1, but that is the negative side. So it will become something like that. In a similar manner, here it is like that. So it will go on. In this part, so now just remove this cos x part. You will get the graph of sec x. So this is your sec x. So from the graph you can easily figure out what is the domain. So here you see the domain for all value of x you are getting y except pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So what is the domain of sec x? It is domain of sec x. It is r. You have to minus pi by 2, odd multiple of pi by 2. So 2n plus 1 pi by 2, you have to exclude this thing where n is integer. What is the range? See, range is here, this portion is you are not getting any value of y. So 1 to infinity, range is here 1 to infinity including 1, and here minus infinity to minus 1 union. So this is your range of the sec x. What is the solution? Solution, you see, this function becomes 0 for no value of x. Never, it becomes never 0. So in case of solution of this is no solution, or you can say null set. No value of x for which you will get value of y as 0. So this is your no solution. And the last one in the trigonometry, that is the cosec x. So in case of cosec x also, let's use the same strategy. Let's plot first sin x and then reciprocate that thing, and you will get the graph of cosec x. So cosec x function, this is your 1 upon sin x. So you know how to plot sin x. Okay, this is your sin x, 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi. So this is your pi by 2. So from 0 to pi by 2, the value is less than 1. This value is less than 1. So when you reciprocate, it will become greater than 1. So the graph will be like this. In a negative side, here, so this is your graph of cosec x. Just remove the sin x part. So if you remove this one, so this is your graph of cosec x. Now just looking at the graph, let's find out what is the domain. So domain of this function is real number minus, you have to exclude the value of 0, pi, 2 pi, because function is not defined. So r minus n pi where n is integer. This is the domain. Range, what is the value of y? So here you can see from graph, it is minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. This y is varying from 1 to infinity, this value, or here minus 1 to minus infinity. So minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. What is the solution set of this function? Again, the solution set of this function is null set, because there is no value of x for which the y is coming as 0. So what you can write, solution is no solution. So hope you are clear with all the graph of trigonometric function, starting with sin x to cosec x, and you can calculate the domain, range, and what are the solution using the graph. So this is very important, and I hope you understand it very well. And if any problem, if you did not understand anything, just let me know. Just put a comment on the comment section, and I will definitely reply. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Thank you.